1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Hello.
Oh, we're going hot?
Hi. How y'all doing, everybody? We are back with you here at 2025 Y'all Stars here from Thibodaux, Louisiana in the Warren Harain Jr. Municipal Auditorium. And we are coming up on game number 12 between Team Louisiana and Team Kansas. I am P. Armageddon.
I'm Johnny Pepper. Why don't you tell us who's skating for Team Louisiana there?
I will do that. For Team Louisiana, we have number 0, that is Daddy-O Longlegs. 020 Mississippi Blues. 0429 Carmina Pirana. Number 10 is the Antichrist. 13 is your Captain Bose. 14 is Sachet. 187 is Kindly Kills. 1898 Papaya on Fire. 206 is Skella. 228 is Comet Kazi. 29 I'm a Pusher. 343 Twinkle Toes. 414 Violent Femme. 49 is Bree Aggressive. Number 5 I Shove Lucy. 689 is Metamorphosis. 77 is Smash Ketchum, and 8 is Rest in Pieces.
Who are they coached by there?
They are coached by Reaper and Blasian.
Cool. And for Team Kansas, we got 0 Zombina, 00 Goose Shot, 01 Kill Shot, 13 Gortisha Adams, number 14 Eva Knievel, number 15 Mini Me, number 187 Sweet Assassin, number 22 Harm Assist, number 41 Myers, number 424 Steel, number 45 Serial Killer, number 47 Baby Doll, number 5 Dizzy Aster, number 55 BB Bombshell, number 678 that's Triple B, number 78 that's Bandit, 969 Helixer, 999 Abella Virus. They're coached by Dr. Mame Juice, Aneurysm, and Bricks Hit House. That is Team Kansas. Team Kansas will be wearing the white shirts today. Team Louisiana going to be in the blue shirts. This is game 12, like PR told you, the Y'all Stars 2025 tournament here in beautiful Thibodaux, Louisiana. Want to give some official love out there to Eggs, Geo Knitter, Domination, Cinnamon, Tornado Alley, Sadie Masochist, Identity Crisis, Psylocke, Nick Tater, and your skating officials.
And our skating officials are going to be led by Mad Jack Churchkill, Sven DeFore, General Relativity, You'll Need a Rehab, Nomad, Colonel Angus, Little Kilobyte, and Rough Draft.
I want to thank the Red Stick Roller Derby Juniors and Louisiana Roller Derby for hosting such a wonderful tournament. I want to thank my THA PR Armageddon for being such an awesome boss.
I want to thank Johnny for being an awesome announcer.
Yes, thank you for scheduling a game with me because I feel special now.
I feel special just being in your presence, Johnny. You know that.
Also want to give a thank you to all our medics, all our volunteers, all our photographers and videographers.
Yes. So many people go into making a derby game and a derby tournament go, and we thank everybody for all of their hard work this weekend.
Each and every one of y'all. Really do appreciate that.
And of course, we have the awesome Hazenberg back here producing.
We do have Hazenberg producing. Yes. Oh my God, Derby royalties in the house, man.
I'm just glad to be hanging out with the royalty. I'm not the royalty.
This is pretty cool. I'm digging it hard. We want to thank the Hampton Inn and Suites for sponsoring our penalty box. We promise to say that at least 50 times this game.
We also want to thank everybody for tuning in to us live on our live stream here on YouTube. We're going to be watching the chat and maybe calling out some cool commentary y'all give us. So, we'll give a shout-out.
You want to give some shout-outs out there before we get started?
There's not a ton yet because people are still kind of tuning in right now.
What about your baby girl?
We will get in. I'll shout out to my little baby girl back home in New Orleans and my wife. They may be watching. They may not be watching. I'm not sure. But if they are, I hope they're doing good. I love y'all and I miss y'all.
Absolutely. And we all know Harley Grace is watching at home in Houston, Texas.
the Grand Pepper.
The Pepper Sprout.
Here we go with your first jam underway. Twinkle Toes, jamming for Louisiana, and that is Steel with the star for Kansas.
Both jammers up on their toe stops, trying to get through that pack as we go into turn 2. And it looks like Steel's going to grab lead jammer status. Take it away, PR.
We are in the pack here in turn number 1. Twinkle Toes trying to go to the inside. Oh, just hops over and makes the initial pass. Meanwhile, here comes Steel, come looking for a scoring pass, spins around, gets the points, hands to hips. We're going to see about how many points Steel skates away with.
I pulled my thing out too hard and my earphones went away. That's why I had to fix it.
Mine came on a little better for a second when you did that.
Well, maybe because I plugged it in better.
Here we go. 3-point pat jam there for Kansas. They take the first lead of the game, 3-0.
That's our boss, Mina, on the line right now.
That is. Mina is one of our tournament heads and does an awesome job. This whole tournament here is a brainchild from Carmina Piranha, so I'm grateful to be working with Carmina for my 3rd straight year here for Yellow Stars, and an amazing creator, an amazing skater, jammer here for Team Louisiana, going up against Killshot for Kansas. And Killshot going to have to skate back. Was that a penalty?
It is a penalty.
It's going to be a power
That's
jam.
That's a power
here
jam for Mina.
That is. Carmina Piranha on a power jam.
Kill shot off to the Hampton Inn and Suites penalty box for an infraction that we didn't really see. We could probably look it up and tell you.
We'll let you know later on.
Yeah, well, or maybe not.
Yeah, we'll try. Mina is sledding against that front setup wall there for Kansas, that brace 2 wall. Trying to stretch it out to get past that engagement zone. Now tries to go to the outside. Does make it through. Does earn lead jammer. So both teams now trading off lead jammer stat eye in these first 2 jams.
Kansas doing an awesome job of building that bridge there and holding it out.
Yes, very good job by Kansas. Mina now on a scoring pass. Kill shot back in as well. Kill shot trying to go immediately to the front and dodges to the inside to complete the initial pass. And a whistle in the pack. A penalty assessed. Didn't see who. That's a low block assessed to someone. I'm not sure who, but regardless, jam was called off. 4-point jam for Louisiana, and we have a lead change.
We do have a lead change.
Here's our replay here. We can check out a replay of Carmina Piranha with an awesome spin move to the outside to complete that pass.
That's what got those 4 points.
Exactly. And that's why we have a 4-3 lead in favor of Louisiana.
Jam 2 in the books. Still got 17 and a half minutes left to go in the first half.
I know I see Papaya on fire wearing the fleur-de-lis as the jammer for Team Louisiana. I love it when these team-centric, or even a lot of these other teams who aren't like Pacific Derby teams,
absolutely,
they wear the different types of jammer stars or jammer notifications.
Yes.
I love that.
Team Indigenous Rising with the turtle.
Yes,
I love
exactly.
it.
So through the pack, Papaya on fire gets knocked to the infield, gonna have to reset. Meanwhile, Zombina is through. Zombina is gonna be lead for Kansas. And Papaya is through as well, so both jammers now free and scoring eligible.
I hate to correct you, boss, but I think that's goose shot. 14 Kansas.
I'm sorry, it's wrong on the score, but I was reading our screen. Apologies, I was reading our screen.
Well, you know.
Stuff happens.
It happens.
It's okay.
But that was goose shot.
That was goose shot. There we go. So the jam was called off quickly. 2 points picked up by Louisiana. Now doubling their differential, 3-6 now, heading into jam number 4.
Wow, this is going fast.
It is going fast. 16:32 left on the game clock till halftime. At halftime, I know in the venue, they're going to be talking about one of our great sponsors here and our great friends, NOLA Bulls, who put on the Running of the Bulls event in New Orleans every year.
That's going to be you talking about that.
I will talk about
they can't show up.
Exactly.
And this time out is brought to you by Crash Course. They help busy roller derby athletes increase strength, conquer self-doubt, and create the habits of high performers to become all-stars and MVPs on the track and in life. If you want to make 2-minute jams feel easy, visit ChrissyCrash.com to learn more. Life is a contact sport. Win.
That's what you want to do. Thanks to Chrissy Crash for sponsoring our
Love Chrissy
timeouts.
Cash. That is Chrissy Cash with a K.
It is with a K, yes. And also our penalty box, sponsored by our friends down at Hampton Inn and Suites, where I am staying this weekend. Not in the penalty box, but the actual Hampton Inn and Suites.
The actual Hampton Inn and Suites.
I was going to bring a cot and just sleep in the penalty box in the venue every night, but they told me I couldn't do that.
Well, you know, we need to turn that sign over so when you see it on TV, you read it.
This is right. Off we go to our next jam. Sachet wearing the fleur-de-lis for Louisiana. He is up in the front of that pack trying to find a way around to the inside, not to the outside. Meanwhile, Steele with the star for Kansas. Penalty in the pack. I see it's like a penalty against Bose for Team Louisiana. Meanwhile, through the pack, lead jammer is going to go to Steele. And another block of the box for Louisiana is going to be Skella. That's the pivot now, so pivot in the box for Louisiana. Meanwhile, on the track, Steele is through for a scoring pass. 4 points.
Virtually untouched on the inside for Steele.
Oh, and now it'll be a power jam, Johnny, as Sachet heads to the Hampton Inn and Suites penalty box as well. So there's no vacancies at the moment for Louisiana in the Hampton Inn and Suites penalty box. Although Bose will be leaving shortly.
Steele with 8 points in the pocket, looking to get some more. Coming up on another scoring pass as we speak. Still 56 seconds left in the jam. Or as long as Steele wants it to go.
As long as Steele wants it to go, because that lead jammer status gives you control.
Absolutely.
So pack moving through turn number 3. Steele Running up against the block there, kindly kills. Now up against Skella.
Sashay checks out of the Hampton Inn Suites penalty box and back into the fray.
And that jam was going to be a 8-point jam. And we have another lead change, Senor Pepper.
Wow. Everybody hydrate. I'm going to have to get some. I think I'm going to just steal some water from here.
And there's our replay. Nice move there. Steele whips around the outside to make that scoring pass. And Kansas now taking a 15-7 lead after a 12-point jam.
Wow. Don't forget to hydrate at home. It's important.
It is. Wherever you may be in the world, hydrate, hydrate, hydrate.
All right, jam number 5 underway. Twinkle Toes wearing the star for Louisiana. BB Bombshell, the jammer, record 14. Kansas and Twinkle Toes is out front and lead.
Twinkle Toes, I call Twinkle Toes a lot because they skate with Team Louisiana and also with Big Easy Roller Derby. So I always say I believe that Twinkle Toes is made partially of rubber because they like to bounce off of things and just keep on going. Very, very active jammer, very agile jammer, as you will probably see a lot.
I remember back in my younger days, I was made out of a little rubber too.
I never was.
It gets really brittle as you get older.
I'm getting there. I'm almost at that point. So that was a 2-point jam for Louisiana, closing that gap a little bit. Now 15-9.
Chipping away. That's exactly what they need to do.
15-9. Kansas leading.
Going into jam 6, who do we got on the line?
That is Carmina Pirana with the fleur de lis for Louisiana. And for Team Kansas, that is Killshot.
Killshot doing some awesome toe-stop work here on the outside and grabs lead jammer status.
But Mina also through the pack and trying to pick up speed to get back to the pack as Killshot reaches back to the pack to the outside. Calls it midstream in the turn. And it looks like 3 points, I believe, picked up by Killshot. None for Louisiana. So now you have that 9-point differential, 18-9. Kansas holding on to that lead.
Kansas loses a blocker, harm assist in the waning moments of that jam. That's going to be a 4-3 pack advantage for Louisiana as we start jam number 7.
And I see, looks like Papaya on fire there for Team Louisiana with the fleur de lis.
I love Papaya on fire.
And that is going to be
Zambina.
Yeah, Zambina with the star for Kansas, I believe.
I think it's Gusha.
It is Gusha. They keep putting Zambina up on our scoreboard. I'm not sure why. So that is Gusia. We'll see if we can get that rectified at some point where it puts a proper name up. But lead jammer does go to Papaya on fire.
Gusha working against that wall of blue in the back of the pack. That's the Antichrist and a player to be named later. Rest in pieces and with some help.
That is Smash Ketchum right there, number 77. Smash Ketchum.
Absolutely.
Track cut assist in the pack to Team Kansas.
That's a 3-wall. I wouldn't want to try to skate around.
Papaya through, picking up 4 points.
And Gusha can attest that that's not a fun thing to be doing right now.
Yeah. And Gusha getting a bump in the middle of that pack there. And another pass through for Papaya. And clears for the 4 points. Big jam for Louisiana, 12-point jam. And once again, Johnny Pepper, we have a lead.
We've got a lead change. That's like the third one already, huh?
Oh, I talked about this coming in the game. This is our replay right here. You can see Papaya, a great move there to bounce off the block in the turn 1 entrance and able to go through to pass those points. I spoke about this to Team Louisiana a little bit yesterday. This will be a very evenly matched game. Their skill sets for these teams are both very, very balanced and equal. So what I'm seeing right now is what we kind of expected coming in, a very tight-knit back-and-forth game.
Well, this is the kind of game that you want to watch on a Friday afternoon early.
Exactly. We are glad to have you here with us. So we're in a crash course team timeout. I'm going to go ahead and check out our chat here and see what's going on. I see a couple people cheering for Papaya on fire. Yeah, and we got, Dizzy with the cut. Okay, people calling out for stuff. Somebody asking, what is the jam timer's name? I believe that is Domination.
Domination with that awesome mohawk.
Domination's been getting a lot of compliments in the chat over the weekend for the
8
hair,
or 9 inches mohawk. It's like fabulous. It's like super fabulous. I want to give a shout out to 187 Killer Pads, 888 Poster Giant, and Louisiana's Cajun Bio while I got the time.
Another quick thing in the chat. Ariel Thurman says Bandit on Team Kansas has only been skating a little over a year.
All right,
what?
Cool.
That's awesome.
That is awesome.
Glad to see a Bandit out there skating with Team Kansas. Off we go. Our next jam number 8. That is Sashay with the fleur de lis for Louisiana. BB Bombshell for Kansas. Sashay out front and lead jammer.
Meanwhile, BB Bombshell working hard against that wall of blue in the back of the pack that just swarms around to the front. BB Bombshell stashes that star, trying to get around that brace to 3 wall in the back of the pack. Looking for some help from Sweet Assassin. Sweet Assassin in there trying to make some holes. Louisiana's going to lose a blocker to the Hampton Inn Suites penalty box.
That is kindly kills.
And BB Bombshell still stymied, trying to get through that blue pack that's just relentless.
And another whistle in the pack. Skella takes another penalty, the direction of gameplay penalty assessed. So Skella will sit as the pivot in that Hampton Inn Suites penalty box.
Sachet put it against that wall in the front. That is Team Kansas. A little 2-wall.
A head block penalty assessed in the pack against Team Louisiana. That's going to go against the jammer, Sachet.
We're going to have a star pass.
And a power jam for
That's
Kansas.
Serial Killer, the new jammer record for Team Kansas, and a power jam.
That's right. Serial Killer working through now on the pass and the power jam. Completes the pass for 4 points.
This is going to last another 43 seconds as the Hampton Inn and Suites penalty box has a no vacancy sign right now.
As we skate right now, Kansas retakes the lead, and now a little more to that. An 8-point jam as we go for Serial Killer.
Serial Killer taking a break from that awesome defense to wear the star for a moment.
Track cut penalty assessed to Skella for Louisiana. Pivot once again to that Hampton Inn and Suites penalty box. Pack moving through back to the pivot line. And Sachet back into the action for Louisiana, working that front braced wall set up by Kansas.
I thought they had a fire drill because everybody left the Hampton Inn and Suites penalty box about the same time.
They were testing the fire equipment at the Hampton Inn and Suites
penalty
box.
Oh, my.
Jam is over. Big jam for Team Kansas. They pick up 11 points.
11 points.
And like we said, Johnny Pepper, yet another lead change.
Another lead change.
Kansas back
I'm
out
glad
in
we're
front.
drinking water instead of Captain Morgan or something.
I'm going to be extremely hydrated by the end of this half, let alone the game.
No.
As you see on camera, our crash course timeout, Louisiana bringing it in, breathing. Coach Reaper telling them to calm down. Calm down. Don't let the last jam get to you. Just center yourselves and get back into it.
Coach Pam with that flower. Love it. Let's talk about Chrissy Crash real quick.
Go for it.
Ready to make 2-minute jams feel easy? Tired of second guessing your training routine? You want to feel more confident when you step out on the track? Then Crash Course is for you. We turn skaters into MVPs. If you started Crash Course today, in 4 weeks, you'll be less tired at the end of a 2-minute jam. In 8 weeks, your footwork will get you to the line faster. And in 12 weeks, you'll be the skater that everybody wants in their pack. Life is a contact sport. Win.
And I also want to thank our friends at 888, the deep cover helmet from 888, low profile, the best fit options, and the most certifications. 888, we've got you covered.
Cool. Also, shout out to RES Contractors, Collectivum Sports, Sacred Roller Skate Supply, Synergy Bank, Lamar Advertising, and Amerita Health, Caritas, Louisiana.
And off we go with jammer number 9. That is Twinkle Toes with the for the lead for Louisiana. Steele with the star and out fronted lead jammer for Kansas. Pack in turn number 1 as Steele tries to go around the outside and now dodges to the inside. Great move by Steele ducking into the inside of turn number 2 to pick up those 4 points.
I think there was a plan getting through that pack like that. It just didn't happen.
No, it wasn't just random. That was thought out.
that was a nice play.
That was a nice plan that came to fruition. And the jam will be called. And looks like we get an additional pass there for Kansas. 8-point jam that gives them 37. Louisiana still at 25.
Still got 8:55 left to go in this first half. Coming up on jam number 10.
And that was Louisiana's first star pass of the game so far. Thank you to our awesome producer, the one and only Hazenberg. And we line back up here for jam number 10 here of our first half. I see Carmina Pirana once again with the fleur-de-lis for Louisiana, and that is Killshot for Kansas wearing the star.
Killshot's got some explosive speed, picking up lead jammer status,
that
rolling
was excellent, going right on that inside line, straight through by Killshot for lead jammer.
Rolling across turn 1 as your lead jammer.
And Mina working around the star cover off, does get through for the initial. Meanwhile, Killshot working the back Louisiana walls. There are whistle blows. A track cut going to be assessed to someone.
Kill shots, grabbing lead jammer status and calls her.
And points, yeah. That track up was on Kansas. That's going to be on number 0, Zombina. So after that jam, 4 points for Kansas now, 41-25. They hold on to that lead. We are under 8 minutes to go here till halftime.
Going into jam number 11, we're going to have Papaya on fire. I see one Kansas blocker in the Hampton Inn and Swigs penalty box.
I think that is it right now. So there are some vacancies. Not saying that we want to send anybody to the box, but there are vacancies.
4-3 pack advantage. Zombina, the jammer, record foot. No, that's Gusha.
That is goose shot. It keeps showing Zombina on the scoreboard, but we promise you it's goose shot. Papaya on fire on the inside. Keeps it in bounds. Good job, lead jammer there for Louisiana. Meanwhile, goose shot getting stuck behind that braced wall on the back. Tries to pass the star and does so. Multiplayer block going to be assessed to rest in pieces. Meanwhile, the star has been passed by Kansas to Triple B.
Triple B takes a derby kiss to the outfield. Recycles all the way back to the pivot line.
Pack moving through to turn number 2. Now Triple B. Takes a spill, getting stuck between Smash Ketchum and Mississippi Blues and the Antichrist for Team Louisiana. Meanwhile, up front, the Louisiana
Papaya on fire is shoving that blocktopus.
Papaya is just trying to mash the blocktopus forward, trying to roll off the edges. But great job by Kansas sealing the edges off and keeping Papaya as long as they could. But Papaya able to break through, picking up the 4 points.
Once that blocktopus turned into a 3, it wasn't going to stop Papaya.
That's it. 4 points picked up for Louisiana.
Thank you, Rich Mahogany.
If you're watching, Rich, we miss you, buddy. We love you.
Yes, love you, man.
And the initial pass was made by Triple B. Meanwhile, Papaya trying to complete the pass for 4. One more blocker to get around. Instead, just calls it. Does get the 4 points, though. So it was a completed 4-point pass.
A dozen points in that jam.
A dozen points in that jam. And that closes that gap down to 4 points.
It does close that gap.
Kansas 41, Louisiana 37. Here's our replay. Check out Papaya on the inside. Ooh, bouncing just a foot back, but quickly gets back in, avoids the track cut penalty, gets forward, and completes the pass.
That's some awesome track awareness right there.
Yes, it is. Awesome footwork, too, by Papaya on fire.
Absolutely. Going into jam number 12 with 5:40 left to go in this first half. We got Sachet wearing the star for Team Louisiana. BB Bombshell, the jammer record for Kansas.
And Sachet up to the front, working against that brace 2 wall by Kansas. Kansas trying to bridge the pack a little bit, but now everybody comes back together a little bit. Sachet knocked to the infield, going to reset. And BB Bombshell just trying to find a way around Bose on the outside there. But Bose a very, very versatile blocker. Pivots a lot too and can take the star. So, and you see up there, Bose is not going to reel in easily, but eventually did have to let BB Bombshell go for the no pass, no penalty.
You can only spread that pack out so far.
That's right. So lead jammer is still at bay for Sachet if he can get through. Takes a knockdown into turn 2. Apex going to reset all the way back. Wow, big drawback there on Sachet.
Got to talk about that awesome defense from Harmesis right now for Team Kansas.
Yeah, they are putting up some really good defense in the back of that pack. They are giving Sachet fits back there, trying to work around that braced wall. Brace 2 wall with one on the side.
That is a massive blocktopus right there in the back of the back.
Meanwhile, up front, again, Louisiana doing great work, too, keeping that wall steady up front, too. Rest in pieces, bracing the wall, trying to keep BB Bombshell from getting through on the inside. Now a big just amoeba pack for a second, and Sachet able to get through and earn lead jammer. Almost halfway through, well, 2.5 minutes through to get a lead jammer there.
Thanks to Kindly Kills with that assist.
Another very adept blocker there for Team Louisiana, Kindly Kills. And jam is called off. Sachet does get the 4-point pass, but 4 points also picked up by BB Bombshell.
4-4 watch.
We're still where we're at with differential, just everybody has 4 more points.
3:50 left to go in this first half as we go into jam number 13.
I want to thank our friends at 888. As you see on the screen, 888, more Derby-specific gear and accessories than any other brand. 888 has you covered.
Right out of New York City.
There you go.
Woo-hoo. Thank you, 888.
Here we go with jam number 13. That is Twinkle Toes with the star with the pro de lead for Louisiana. Steele is your Kansas jammer. Steele, little stumble getting off the block, but does get through for lead jammer. Multiplayer block assist in the pack to Twinkle Toes.
That's a power jam.
A very rare multiplayer block on a jammer penalty. You don't see it a lot often, but it does happen.
Yes, it does.
So a power jam for Kansas. Steele is, of course, lead jammer as well. So Steele moving through the pack. free-flowing pack, trying to get back to the jam line. Steele edges around the block of Skella, picks up the 4 points.
Harm assist, release from the Hampton Inn Suites penalty box. Reed joins the pack on the track.
As we stand right now, there's one blocker each, a jammer and a blocker in the penalty box, and now Twinkle Toes has been released.
That was kind of a sweet move by Steele on there.
It was. It very much was. And see a high block penalty assessed as well. Twinkle Toes back into the fray for Louisiana. Takes a spill before the pivot line, but right back up on their wheels.
Gorticia Adams taking a break from that awesome defense to take a 30-second recess inside that Hampton Inn and Suites penalty box.
There was a big block there coming out of turn number 1 for Mini-Me on Twinkle Toes. I don't know if you caught that. That was a big block and kind of took Twinkle Toes off their game for a second.
Oh, my, trying to get MVP awards.
There you go. Jam is going to get called off here. Kansas with a 12-point jam reopens that lead now. 16-point jam, I'm sorry. Here's
Big
our
jam.
replay.
Big jam.
Let's check our replay here. Biggest jam of the game so far. I watched that dash to the outside and just whip it around. Very nice move.
That was that move I was talking about.
Steele
That was
with an
just
awesome
super,
move.
super awesome.
So now we're back up to 61-41, a 20-point differential after that 16-point jam by Kansas.
Going into jam 14, who do we have on the line there, PR?
That's Carmina Pirana with the fleur-de-lis. Kill shot with the start for Kansas. And kill shot out front picks up lead jammer.
Killshot's got some explosive speed.
Yes.
Taking
indeed.
off in between the jammer line and the pivot line to grab that lead jammer status.
And kill shot.
Mina with one to beat does.
Yeah. Tries to go around the outside and decides to call it off from the inside. And let's see about points. Nothing for Louisiana. I believe they're going to confer a little bit for Kansas points. We're going to wait on that. I see 4 put up by the jam ref, so 4-point pickup for Kansas. It'll show up on the scoreboard in a second, I believe. I don't think it's red. There we go. 65-41 is your score now, Kansas out front. We are under a minute to go, so it might be our last jam of the first half here, Johnny Pepper.
In what could be the last jam of the first half.
I put an asterisk on could. I never say it is. I always say it
Absolutely.
could.
We got Zombina going up against Papaya on fire. It's Gusha.
Gusha. We got caught again. I'm going to go talk to our scoreboard ops at halftime and see if we can get that fixed.
Well, they can say we were wrong a lot.
Exactly. Papaya on fire, wearing the fleur-de-lis for Louisiana. Papaya edges into the pack to the outside. Now shovels to the inside. And Papaya breaks on through, picking up the 4 points.
Papaya is just really, really quick on that footwork.
Yes.
Kansas is swarming on that defense, but just not enough to hold Papaya
not
out.
quick enough to catch Papaya in that moment when she can just take off right there. Penalty assessed. That's going to be on the pivot turn jammer for Kansas, and we're going to have a power jam for Team Louisiana.
Period clock has expired. We're running on jam time.
And now Papaya also has lead jammer status, so this jam's going to go as long as it times out or until Papaya says we're done here. So
well, Papaya's going to run it for a minute and one.
That was Eva Knievel taking the star for Kansas, now seated in the Hampton Inn Suites penalty box as the new jammer for Kansas. And Papaya's going to go ahead and tried to call it, but not quite. Going to pick up the penalty. Track cut. So we're going to have a jammer swap.
And it's going to go the whole 2 minutes.
It will, because if you look at it, Eva was already standing in the box, so it's going to be a little bit longer. So we're going to run this clock out probably. Or at least maybe with a couple of seconds left, Papaya might get released. Initial pass picked up by Eva Knievel.
Eva playing some awesome defense when not wearing the star as well.
But now as a jammer, also very adept jammer as well. Looking through that pack. It's good to have that dual ability. Big hit in the back there.
Oh, wow.
Back of the pack.
Papaya on fire, standing in the Hampton Inn Suites penalty box. Does get released.
With about 6 seconds to go in the jam and the half. So Papaya trying to get a few more points there. Gets to the inside.
Nice.
Gets the pass. Good job of Papaya on fire. Gets the pass, and it looks like we are going to be at halftime.
12 points for Louisiana on that jam.
Here's the replay here. Check out Papaya on the inside. Now shuffles, takes the bump, and then goes around the outside. Beautifully done by Papaya on fire. And now we're going to be at halftime. Your halftime score here in this game, Team Kansas 71, Team Louisiana 53.
Super quick halftime. Don't go very far. We'll see y'all in about 4 minutes. I am Johnny Pepper.
I'm P. Armageddon. Back in a
Peace,
little bit,
love,
y'all.
and roller derby.
Back in a minute.
Ryan here, and I'm here to ask you if your helmet is cooked. Whether you're on the derby track or at the skate park, your helmet has one job: to protect you. So let's check out your helmet together and find out if it's still doing its job. Look for the following signs to determine if the EPS foam in your helmet has deteriorated. 1. Physical cracks or deformations. 2. Soft spots. 3. Discoloration. 4. Separation from the shell. 5. Age. Helmets should be replaced every 3 years depending upon usage, even if they appear to be in good condition. 6. Unusual odors. Let's move on to the outer shell and consider your previous impacts. If the helmet has been involved in a significant impact, the EPS foam could be compromised even if no visible damage is apparent. If the strap adjusters, clip, or straps are compromised, your helmet placement might be compromised if you take a fall. Last but not least, if your helmet doesn't fit you properly, it's not going to do its job when you need it most. Your helmet should sit about 1 finger width above your eyebrows and stay put when you're moving around or shaking your head. Visit 888.com to find out about our cutting-edge helmet technology and designs. The most certifications, the latest technology, the best fit. We've got you covered.
And we are back. Welcome back, y'all, to our second half here. Game number 12, day 2 here at Y'all Stars 2025 in Thibodaux, Louisiana, in the Warren J. Harang Jr. Municipal Auditorium. I'm P. Armageddon.
I'm Johnny Pepper.
And that was an exciting first half.
That was
Pepper,
an exciting first half.
It was.
It was like 6 lead changes.
Yeah. And we talked about earlier, we kind of knew coming in this would be a very evenly matched game talent-wise with these two teams, and it has been. Lead jammer statuses are pretty even. I think Kansas has one more than Louisiana right now. Penalties have been a little bit of an issue, probably maybe for Louisiana a little bit more than Kansas. But yeah, otherwise, though, it's been pretty balanced in this game.
I'm sure they had a little talk at halftime and trying to clear that up.
Yeah, but there we go. We're second half getting loaded in, 71-53, still very much within reach for Louisiana. With the whole,
we're all just trying to get better, right?
That's what we do, get a little better every day.
Absolutely.
Get a little better every day.
Make it go and slay it. Hope everybody out there is staying hydrated. If you would do me a favor, call 2 friends and get them to log on and watch some roller derby on this beautiful Aloha Friday.
And speaking of on our awesome broadcast team, I want to thank our friends Thin Min, who's also on our broadcast team and our announce team, as well as our friend Evie, who have been doing excellent work with our broadcast. Also our volunteers who are helping out with it all weekend. Our Team Louisiana volunteers, actually, when they're not skating, they're helping us with the broadcast stream.
I'm actually calling on a world-famous Thin Mint microphone right now.
You are.
Woo! I feel super special.
Before we get back to it, I'm looking at the chat. I have one comment I wanted to get to. Number 8 for Team Louisiana, that's Rest in Pieces. Should drop in the chat where they bought those shorts. I could probably get with Reston and ask you that and find that out for you.
We'll find out and let you know before this game is over with.
All right, we are back to action. Jam number 1, Sachet with the lead for Louisiana, but out front, lead jammer Steele for Team Kansas.
Steele's been a very effective jammer for Kansas all day today.
And Steele now looking for some points, coming up to the back of that pack in turn number 2. Edges around the block of kindly kills, completes that pass, used every inch of track right there to do it, and got the 4 points.
Meanwhile, Sachet's still trying to get through that wall of white that's in the front of the pack. Sachet looking for a little help to get through. Does pass the star. We have a star pass for Team Louisiana.
And that's going to go to Skella, who took the star, but unable to do anything with it as the jam is called.
Star pass, 4 whistles.
Yeah, 4 more points for Kansas. 8-point jam in total gives them 79. Louisiana still at 53. Just over 19 minutes to go. So only really a minute in. Remember, these few games till about midday are going to be 20-minute games.
Right.
So we're shorter half times, shorter period times. Once we get into the later games where the public here in Thibodaux comes in, those games will go back to the regulation, I believe, 30-minute, 15 minutes.
And I want to say an awesome job they did for scheduling this because we're pretty much staying on schedule.
We are, yeah. Awesome. Great work for everybody here, and also to our officials, our tournament GTOs who are doing great work, keeping us on time and everything moving. So all of our tournament heads, I've enjoyed working with them. It's been great so far. Here we go.
Papaya on fire.
Getting out front, Papaya trying to get that lead jammer, and does. Dances on the toe stops a little bit, trying to kind of wait for a spot to shoot out, and does get there for lead jammer.
Meanwhile, BB Bombshell with a star stash trying to get through that pack.
Takes a big hit in the front from I Shove Lucy.
I Shove Lucy took a big hit on there on
but able
BB
to keep
Bombshell.
going. But now BB matched up against Bose, which is not a...
No.
This is a jammer's nightmare. And able to skate through the Papaya, able to make it. Did a little bit of defense for a second there, then turned around and...
Kansas did their homework. They took Bose out. They knew.
And that was points there for Papaya.
My.
And Papaya going to call it off, and we'll skate away with a few more points. I believe 1 more point. So
that's 5.
5-point jam for Louisiana, keeping Kansas off the board this time.
And a super stylistic call-off backward skating.
Yeah, it was, right?
Absolutely.
Want to shout out our awesome friends at Poster Giant. Need to make your event or brand stand out? Poster Giant has you covered with expert wall posting, media buying, and guerrilla marketing services. From creative design to bold installations, we'll make sure you're seen. Visit postergiant.net to learn more, and let's create something unforgettable.
Thank you, Poster Giant. Twinkle Toes wearing that star for Louisiana, but Kill Shot is out front and lead for Team Kansas in jam number 3 of the second half.
Killshot just builds so much speed coming into a pack and then just edges that outside beautifully, calls it off, gets to 4, and keeps Louisiana off the board on that jam.
And a little shimmy there at the end saying,
shimmy.
Yay me, yay me.
Here's our replay. Check it out here. A little bit of action in that pack. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you will see a Killshot. And a great clear-out block in the middle there by Kansas. That was going to be Harmseth, who cleared out a little lane on the outside there to allow quick passage for Killshot.
Super cool to have replay here.
I love replay. That's awesome. This has been great.
Going into jam 4, looks like we got our boss Amina wearing the star for Louisiana.
And that is
Gusha.
Yeah, they weren't able to fix it on the scoreboard, so we're going to, every time you see Zombina as a jammer,
we'll just say Gusha.
We'll say Gusha until we actually see Zombina take a star. So.
A lot of gooses here this weekend.
I mean, yeah, it's a gander.
Absolutely.
It's a gander of gooses.
Love it.
Also here at the venue, if you go outside, there's a walking trail and like a reservoir area. A lot of geese hang out there too. So there's geese everywhere here right now.
Is it an aviary?
It's an estuary. It's an estuary.
Yes,
yeah,
that's what I was thinking.
It's an estuary.
That's what I was talking about. For
right,
avians.
So there we go. All right, so we're working around, still looking for a lead jammer. We don't have a lead jammer.
We don't have a lead jammer
As
yet, and we're
Gusha-
a minute into the jam.
Yeah, Mina's up front trying to get through on the inside and almost does so inbounds. Does Mina make it? Mina does not.
Track cut.
Track cut call. Power jam for Team Kansas. Gusha in the back trying still to get around that Louisiana defense.
And that's not an easy task.
No, it is not. But Gusha, again, a very, very, very skilled jammer. But Louisiana, that defense can be very locked down when they want to be. And Gusha trying to work the outside, trying to edge off a block there in the back of the pack.
Kansas is trying to send help through that pack.
And going to have to reset back behind Skella. Way back behind Skella. Skella with a big drawback here on Gusha. It is. It is.
Mina standing in the Hampton Inn and Suites penalty box, about to join the fray.
Our producer said that defense is thick as Louisiana gumbo. If you got a really good roux with that, it's
absolutely.
thick. Oh, yeah.
If you've ever had real Louisiana gumbo.
Real good Louisiana gumbo, yeah. If you're here this weekend,
shout out to Trigger.
That jam's going to get called off. And let's look at the points picked up here. Looks like Louisiana, nothing on that pass. As a nothing, it is because the jammer did go to the box. So it's our first scoreless jam in a little bit that I can remember. 83-58 is your score. Kansas still out front. 14 minutes and change left on our game clock. We will have two jammers coming up here for this next jam. I see Sachet with the fleur-de-lis for Louisiana. And for Team Kansas,
that is BB Bombshell.
That is BB Bombshell.
And we'll find out if Team Kansas loves me or not, because if they do, they're going to get lead and grab a 2-point lead and call it for that palindrome score.
I love a good palindrome. We had one in our previous game at the end.
At the end of the game, it was so cool.
I geeked out on that one because I love a palindrome.
Absolutely.
In the inside, Sachet tries to make a move to the inside. One blocker to beat, but no, not quite. Then Kansas gets back up there to swarm. And once again, Kansas locking down that front pack now, and the penalty assessed to Team Kansas there on Serial Killer. Sachet going to have to reset back in the turn 2 entrance.
We're going to lose a Kansas blocker to the Hampton Inn Suites penalty box.
And another one as well, so we'll have almost full.
BB Bombshell does get out of the Hampton Inn Suites penalty box and hits the back of the pack.
The Sachet did skate out to get lead for Louisiana, so he is now the lead jammer.
Another track cut on BB Bombshell. 2 penalties in one jam.
Louisiana to take advantage of this. No pass, no penalty can get picked up there for Sachet. Only 3 points on the pass. So with Louisiana being down like this, those power jams are going to be crucial right now. They need to take advantage of the other jammer being in the Hampton Inn Suites penalty box.
Sachet on another scoring pass takes a derby kiss from 47.
And Sachet going to go ahead and call it off after getting up from said derby kiss.
That was Baby Doll for Team Kansas on that jammer takeout.
And looks like 3 points picked up by Louisiana, 61 for them. Kansas scoreless, 83. If you're Louisiana, that's kind of what you want to see. Keep that 0 on the Kansas side to close the differential up. We do have a timeout called, a team timeout, a Crash Course team timeout.
Thank you, Crash Course, for sponsoring our timeouts.
It's called by Louisiana.
If you want to make 2-minute jams feel easy, tired of second guessing your training routine, if you want to feel more confident when you step on the track, then Crisscross is the course for you. You want a custom training plan with Derby-specific workouts, nutrition strategies, and athlete mindset development? Curated by our epic team of coaches so you can level up this year. Visit ChrissyCrash.com to learn more. Life is a contact sport. Win.
Also want to thank our friends at Currency Bank. At Currency Bank, we create meaningful partnerships with our clients built on strong personal relationships, our core values, and the right combination of the latest proven technology and personalized service. It's not just good for business, it's who we are.
Also want to give a shout out to 888, upgrade your safety with Derby-driven innovation. Elevating Derby safety standards with cutting-edge technology. That is 888.
And Johnny, you got your first shout out on the YouTube chat. Pinky, don't you dare.
Oh, I love Pinky. And also, that reminds me, go to concussionrollerderby.com. Men's Champs is going to be in Oregon this year.
It will be, yes.
You might see Johnny Pepper and Pinky, don't you dare. Just saying, we might.
And we are now in an official review, apparently, so we will...
Love you, Pinky.
We will see what's going to go on here. Mad Jack Churchkill, our head referee, will give us the deets as soon as we can get them.
Also want to give a shout out to Poster Giant. If you need to make your event or brand stand out, Poster Giant has you covered with expert wall posting, media buying, and guerrilla marketing services. From creative design to bold installations, we'll make sure you're seen. Visit postergiant.net to learn more. Let's create something unforgettable. Also, do you know we're teaming up with 888 and 187 Killer Pads for a massive gift card giveaway?
Yep, we are.
A $500 giveaway to be exact. Tell them about it, PR.
You can win up to $500 to spend on all your favorites, gear, bags, helmets, and so much more. You can enter online to win now. Go to tinyurl.com/y'allstarsgiveaway. One more time, tinyurl.com/y'allstarsgiveaway and get in on that raffle.
You too could be a $500 winner. And what's a better way to spend a Friday afternoon and watching roller derby and winning money?
Exactly. I mean, like it's win-win all around.
It's crazy.
Win,
cool.
win.
Absolutely. Oh. Did you see my game last halftime? That was pretty cool.
It was awesome.
We got it done under the 5 minute too. I didn't think we were going to be able to.
I had every ounce of confidence in you that you could do that.
I was very, very worried, and I don't get worried very often, but that was a hard deadline.
So we see head ref Matt Jack Churchkill telling the teams about the review. The review was called by Louisiana, so we're going to try to get the results of that review either from Mad Jack Churchkill or from the alt ref as soon as we can.
Why don't we wildly speculate as to what we think it is about?
I would do that, but I think maybe be talking about where we're going to go for the after party tonight. But I know where it is here in town. It's
Where
right
is the after party tonight?
If you're in town and you want to go to the after party, it's right across the street from us, our friends at Norm's Daiquiris.
Come on down.
But if you're not here and you want to come down to Thibodaux, you can still come down and hang out with us. And there we go.
A win on an official review.
This is what you do as a coach. You argue to get your points, and you know what? Sometimes you get them, and that's what happened right here. Louisiana gets that extra point.
I just want to say I love it when that dot turns into a plus sign. That's really, really cool.
And plus of all, they also retain that review. So great
Absolutely.
job, great job there by Coach Reaper, and to do that and get the points and get a little bit closer now. 83-62, Louisiana.
Team Louisiana employing a play.
Got a conga line, started a jam line here. And Papaya on fire with the fleur-de-lis. BB Bombshell starting off in the Hampton Inn and Suites penalty box, so a power start for Louisiana. And Papaya, a great jammer to give a power start to, and takes advantage of it right there, picking up lead jammer.
Team Kansas with only 2 blockers on the track. Did an admirable job for 20 seconds.
BB Bombshell back into the fray for Team Kansas. Meanwhile, Papaya looking for points and gets those points, 4 of them to be exact. And a penalty, a forearm penalty assessed to BB Bombshell. So right back checking into that Hampton Inn Suites penalty box, and another power jam for Louisiana.
And Papaya on fire.
And this is what Louisiana needs right now. If you're a Team Louisiana fan, you want to see these power jams to keep your jammer out there and the other jammer extending their stay in that Hampton Inn Suites penalty box. 4 more points picked up by Papaya. Pack is still in that turn 3 entrance, awaiting the return of Papaya on fire.
Woo!
Papaya just working through that pack, muscling through that Kansas defense, but now they're trying to reform in front and do so. Trying to cinch that wall in. And get some help now. Bo's trying to play wall buster a little bit there to open up the inside.
Bo's not just playing wall buster.
Doing the actual wall busting.
The actual wall busting for sure.
And Papaya taking a spill to the inside in turn 4. And BB Bombshell back into it for Kansas.
Looks like we got a star pass.
We do. That's going to go.
Triple B.
Yes, Triple B taking over as a jammer, but Papaya is through, picking up the 4 points. 8-point jam as we skate for Louisiana. 12, I'm sorry. There we go. He showed up on the scoreboard.
Really cutting into that differential that was massive at the start of this
Triple
jam.
B taking a spill to the inside, getting up a little slow, but is getting up, which is good to see. Papaya working on the Kansas defense in the front. Great blocking up front by Kansas, so they are trying to cinch down as the jam comes to an end. Kansas does get a couple of points there in the back of the pack.
2.
And 3 additional points for Louisiana. Here's our replay. Watch Papaya just running into that wall and just splitting the difference. And then in the back of that pack, you saw BB Bombshell come through for some play. Biggest jam in the game for Louisiana, 15 points at 77.
Wow.
Kansas at 85.
I do love those replays.
Yeah.
Thank you, Evie.
We are under 10 minutes to go. And off we go. Carmina Piranha back wearing the fleur-de-lis for Louisiana. Steele is the jammer for Kansas. Mina dancing on the inside of that line. Gets through. Does earn lead jammer. And a contact penalty assessed. Oh, to the pivot for Kansas. That is on Mina.
Mina is the lead jammer, but not the jammer in the lead.
No, but the jam is called because Carmina
Yes.
is the lead jammer and not the jammer in the lead.
0-0.
So a 0-0, the double donut jam. We're still where we were. Just a little more time is gone off the clock.
More than halfway through this second period.
Yeah, it's still a very, very tight game. As like we said, we thought it would be. These two teams evenly matched coming in, and it is playing out that way here on the track.
Do want to shout out all my friends in Kansas that are watching, especially all my friends in liberal Kansas.
I want to shout out all my friends in Kansas and Louisiana. If y'all are watching wherever you are, thank y'all for tuning into our YouTube chat.
Absolutely.
Here we go. Twinkle Toes wearing the star for Louisiana, but that is kill shot jamming for Kansas. Kill shot knocked to the outside. Going to reset back behind Skella. Twinkle Toes just dodging, trying to find any way to get around the blocking up front for Kansas. Now sledding to the inside and gets through. Lead jammer goes to Twinkle Toes.
I love it when a jammer and a blocker get together
Yeah.
and like, no, you're not going to come in. You're not coming in. Not yet, not yet, not yet.
Forearm penalty picked up in the pack for Louisiana. That goes to I'm a Pusher. And a 4-point pass picked up by Twinkle Toes. Lead jammer he does go to kill shot. Is going to immediately call it. So, but not before the points were scored by Louisiana.
Yeah, Louisiana cuts that differential down to 4.
4 points now, 85-81.
Wow.
That's
8 minutes left to go in this second half.
The mighty Mo coming back around.
Oh,
right?
my.
Momentum.
Exactly.
Louisiana trying to keep that momentum going. They will put Sachet up at the jam line. But not before we have a stoppage of play, a team timeout, I believe, a crash course team timeout being called. Is it official? No, official timeout. I'm sorry. A crash course official timeout.
Absolutely. And Crash Course helps busy roller derby athletes increase strength, conquer self-doubt, and create the habits of high performers to become all-stars and MVPs on the track and in life. If you want to make 2-minute jams feel easy, visit ChrissyCrash.com to learn more. Life is a contact sport. Win. Also want to talk about our good friends over at RES Contractors, Collectivum Sports, Sacred Roller Skate Supply, Synergy Bank, Lamar Advertising, Symmetry Jewelers and Designs, AmeriHealth Caritas, Louisiana, and Bont.
Well, shout out our captain spot level sponsors here, Kaywood and Rendazzo's Bakery, who's made some really awesome king cakes you've had here this weekend. They make really great bakery products, including the king cakes. Also, our friends at Hampton Inn and Suites for sponsoring our penalty box and one of our tourney hotels, Currency Bank, and our friends at Rydell.
Rydell. For more information, go to rydell.com.
And here we're going to get lined up for jam number 9. 4-point game, as we said. And off we roll. That is going to be a goose shot to the inside. Lead jammer for Kansas. Sachet for Louisiana. Blocker in the box for each team right now, but Louisiana going to get a blocker back shortly. Goose shot going to call it off after getting 4 points. So that'll extend the lead now to 8, 89-81. And here's our replay. Check out the move here. The star pass was made to Bose. And then here comes Gusha on the outside. Wow, barely a stop in motion there for Gusha.
So fast, I didn't even see it.
Yeah, exactly. It took us a slow-mo replay for us to see how fast that was.
7 minutes left in this contest.
We have Steele with the star for Kansas, Carmina Piranha jamming for Team Louisiana.
Mina tries to go around the outside, but Gorticia Adams is there with a jammer takeout.
Meanwhile, Steele goes through on the outside in turn 1, picks up lead jammer. pack coming through turn number 2 now. Mina with star in hand, going to go through to the inside, completing the initial pass. And Steele working the inside, going to get knocked to the infield, sees Mina coming up on her 6 and calls it. And
that was a forced call off for sure.
2 points picked up by Kansas, then now back to a 10-point differential, 91-81, closing in on 6 minutes left. Coming up after us, our next game will be Team New York and Team Canada. That'll be a fun game.
That is going to be a fun
game. I'm looking forward to
game.
watching that game.
Absolutely.
Team Canada had a really impressive game, as did Team New York yesterday, so I'm looking forward to see those two teams square off.
And don't forget, we got a Mardi Gras coming up a little later on.
Later on, our last game tonight is going to be the Mardi Gras. We have a stacked schedule today, y'all.
Papaya on fire, grabbing lead jammer status for Team Louisiana at kill shot, working on getting through.
Papaya quickly back up to the back of that pack, looking for some points. Bumps up against her blocker teammate, Skella. Meanwhile, kill shot to the inside, makes the initial pass. Papaya, takes a little bit of a spill, going to call it off from the ground. With a little, had to call it off. I had to call it off. Oh, that's fine.
And that $1 million smile left Papaya on fire.
3-point pass picked up for Louisiana, 84-91. So still well within reach here.
That's 7.
That is 7.
I could do math, too.
I can do math.
It's not that hard.
I can do announcer math, which is always the best math. I say that, the best math,
I see Freight Train in the audience. Shout out to Freight Train's mom who retired.
Freight Train's going to be skating with Team Black Diaspora later on today. So, off we go here. We have Goose Shot jamming for Kansas. Twinkle Toes with the for the lead for Louisiana. And
Goose Shot
is almost through, but Twinkle Toes, one blocker to duck around. Wow!
Ah, what a cool move.
That was I want to make the bean dip joke. Did you have any chips for that bean dip? But I mean, that was getting low down in that turn.
That was the power of that pink knee guard there.
Yeah. Twinkle Toes of the colorful knee guard variety, yes.
Awesome stuff.
Toes does pick up lead. And in the penalty box now, a power jam as Goose Shot is sitting in that Hampton in the Suites penalty box, about to be released. Goose Shot standing, waiting to go.
We got a forearm call.
Yeah, and they're going to have a stoppage here for a second, I believe. And jam is going to be called. 4 points picked up for Louisiana. Again, keeping her close now. We're down to a 3-point differential, 88-91. Just under 4 minutes to go. This has been an exciting, just like you said, back and forth game. We knew it would be, and it's playing out that way.
Wow. Also want to give a shout out to our good friends over at Roll One, All-State Haiti Agency, Nearby Notary, Creative Counseling and Wellness LLC, and Raising Cane's. Don't forget to butter both sides of your bread.
That's right.
Going into Jam 13, we got Mina wearing the star for Team Louisiana and Steele, the jammer record for Team Kansas. Mina grabbing lead jammer status coming out of turn 2.
And Mina trying to get back to that pack quickly to get those points going on as Steele has completed the initial pass as well.
Mina coming up on a scoring pass.
Mina trying to close that gap now. If they can complete the pass, she complete the pass here, we'll have a tie game. See if we can get Kansas off the board. Or a lead change, actually. That'll be a lead change to be skipped, but also 4 points can be picked up by Steele. So we're going to go back and forth here in this jam. Let's see.
It's a lead change when it happens.
When it happens, but
yes.
then actually it's technically 2 lead changes, I guess you would say. Here we go. Jam is going to be called. 4 more for Kansas, 2 more for Louisiana. Let's do my math. Hold on. I was told there would be no math. I did my math. But looking at that math, 8 to make sure the points are going to be tallied up. 6 to 8 jam. Kansas now 99-94, so a 5-point differential.
Wow, with 2.5 minutes left to go in the contest.
This is going to go down to the end here.
5 points separating these two teams. Kansas looks like they want to fill their bucket first. Louisiana, other ideals.
And we have a jammer right there for Louisiana, and Sachet, and it is kill shot. Kill shot through for lead for Kansas.
Meanwhile, Sachet working, trying to get through that pack.
And he's digging in, star in hand. And, kill shot taking a bump coming into turn number 1. It's going to be a no pass, no penalty. Only 3 points picked up there for kill shot.
I think we call that a no earned pass now.
No earned pass. Well, no complete earned pass.
Yes.
So there's a full pass picked up by kill shot. 4 points in the air. Sachet working in the back corner there in turn number 3. It does break through, picks up 4 points as well for Louisiana.
That pack was too spread out. They had to let go.
And
A swing and a miss there at the
avoiding
end.
that hit by the Antichrist. And Killshot goes ahead and calls it after another 4-point pass, I believe. So that might be waiting for the points to total up here. Looks like an 11-point jam for Kansas, 4 for Louisiana. Now 110.98. Almost to that minute mark, Johnny Pepper. Ooh, we get tight now, down to the last minute. We're at that point now where we can say that the C word could be the last jam.
What could be the last jam of the game?
Off we go here. Papaya on fire is the Louisiana jammer, and that is Gushia for Kansas.
That Louisiana 3 wall is right there at the jammer line and
Papaya
locked
is
down.
through and lead for Louisiana. At this point now, every lead jammer status you can get at this point is important for Louisiana. It gives you control of that jam. And
Gushia does get clear.
Yeah, Papaya looking for points, getting stuck in the back of that pack. Kansas trying to cinch down. Papaya finds that inside lane, can't keep it in bounds. Going to have to jump back in after the blocker went down.
Rest in peace as Alva Hampton in Sweets penalty box joins the fray and starts wrecking shop immediately.
And Papaya trying to stretch. Great job by Kansas to bridge that pack. Keeping that pack together as long as they can. Papaya is able to break through though. 4 points, and we are closing in. The game clock's about to run out. We got about a minute differential. We are now on jam time.
Reston playing some awesome defense for Team Louisiana in the back of the pack.
Papaya at the front of that pack trying to get around, but great blocking setup here by Kansas. Again, once again, Kansas bridging that pack, doing a great job to keep that pack together. Papaya slow to get up. Been taking a beating in this jam, but able to get back in and got to reset all the way back outside of turn 2. Long drawback.
That's Elixir and Abella Virus playing that awesome defense for Team Kansas at the front of the pack.
Both jammers have to reset kind of back into turn 2 exit. So about 24 seconds to go on the jam clock. Papaya does have control of the jammer's lead jammer, but I don't foresee a call off anytime soon.
I do see a star pass.
Star pass completed by Kansas. That's going to be to Baby Doll. Bo's picking up a penalty, heading next Hampton in the Sweets penalty box. Baby Doll now finally skating around to put the jammer cap on. And the clock will expire.
Wow,
And
what
let's
a
look at the points.
game.
That was an amazing game, Johnny Pepper.
That was.
So in our unofficial final right now looks like it's going to be 114 to 105. We're going to wait to make that officially official. But regardless of the score, that was an amazing game.
Yes, it was. Thank you, Roller Derby fans, for tuning in.
Yeah, we're going to be back in a little bit after this game. Congrats to Team Kansas on the victory here. Hi, everybody. Hi, FM Man. Hi, Johnny Pepper.
All right.
We'll be back in a little bit.
It's Aloha Friday.
And Hazenberg, our producer extraordinaire. And Waterboy. And Blade.
And Blade.
We'll be back in a little bit. Our next game coming up. Team New York taking on Team Canada.
On behalf of PR, I am Johnny Pepper, wishing you peace, love, and
Peppers.
roller derby.
And that too.
Bye.
We'll see you in a bit.
Hi folks, Tui Lion here, and I'm here to ask you if your helmet is cooked. Whether you're on the derby track or at the skate park, your helmet has one job, to protect you. So let's check out your helmet together and find out if it's still doing its job. Look for the following signs to determine if the EPS foam in your helmet has deteriorated. 1. Physical cracks or deformations. 2. Soft spots. 3. Discoloration. 4. Separation from the shell. 5. Age. Helmets should be replaced every 3 years depending upon usage, even if they appear to be in good condition. 6. Unusual odors. Let's move on to the outer shell and consider your previous impacts. If the helmet has been involved in a significant impact, the EPS foam could be compromised even if no visible damage is apparent. If the strap adjusters, clip, or straps are compromised, your helmet placement might be compromised if you take a fall. Last but not least, If your helmet doesn't fit you properly, it's not going to do its job when you need it most. Your helmet should sit about 1 finger width above your eyebrows and stay put when you're moving around or shaking your head. Visit 888.com to find out about our cutting-edge helmet technology and designs. The most certifications, the latest technology, the best fit. We've got you covered.